Troublesome from 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll running right through it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. Bulldozes past him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen. And able to find Graham. Complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go now.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
All right, here we go.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll start on the ground with the 4. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen looks to throw on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he fits it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Dumping it off to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Where am I going? Oko, over here.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
I know you felt that one.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Crosby puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Junior Gillette, in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go now.
Allen now on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Allen, and Graham's got it, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Perry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide.
Got a man inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run. This is Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Crosby on now to kick it away. And now out come the Bills. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
To throw is Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Keenan Robinson coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills' offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent Murphy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Box it. Let's get out the field, D.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Charlie, strong left, Charlie.
They go to Johnson again. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Crosby on now to kick it away. And the Bills getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, look at 56. Let it go now.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.